Hi, I'm so happy you decided to join me for Samhain baking session. So let's get in. Samhain is my favorite part of the Wheel of the Year because the veil between the living and the dead is thin. So I feel that it's a beautiful timing to give your ancestors a little bit of love, so I decided to make a vegan pumpkin pie. Let's cut it. I love the smell of the freshly cut pumpkin. It really excites me, and I love using my nails to take the seeds out. I would recommend it to use a spoon, but if you have as long nails as I do, why not? I mean, you can use any imagination and creativity in your kitchen. It's your kitchen to spice it up and make it a little bit exciting for the process. So let's take them out. All right, so now we do have to cut those half moons perfect or too small, because anyway, we're gonna put them in a pan and they are going to give us some water. So just make sure that they're medium size pieces. Just watch out, the pumpkin is really hard. Don't cut off your finger unless it's a part of your recipe. And another beautiful addition to this recipe is the apple. I'm gonna peel it and we're gonna add it together with the pumpkin. Just be careful when you're peeling it. You don't have to peel the apple, so it's just up to you. If you would like to add some colors to your pie, you can definitely keep the skin, but I do prefer to peel it because I feel it will give more juice to the final product. But again, it's totally up to you. This is your creation, this is your dish, and you make it the way you feel it. If you want to add some sugar, you want to add some cinnamon, you want to add some salt, you are the witch in your own kitchen. So now we're cutting the apple into small pieces. So, some medium slices would be fine. And we need a lemon. Yes. Here's the lemon. The lemon is beautiful and so vibrant, so we can squeeze it on top of the apples. It will give the extra flavor. I feel we're done, and we can put everything in the bowls. Just give it some time, 5-10 minutes. All right, so this one is my favorite part of making this beautiful recipe because we're going to make a vegan gluten-free pumpkin crust. This is also very, very touchy for me because this recipe has been passed by my grandmother, and I'm planning to share it with you right now here. Let me put this one away. So now clean the space before you cook, not just to banish, but also to attract good spirits, the right spirits we want to have in this kitchen. Anyway, so for that recipe, we will need 1 cup of the gluten-free baking flour, also coconut flour, the vegan butter, and coconut fat. And the main secret to make this dough flexible, we will need ice. So I'm gonna put it right now here. Right, so let's add some flour. So I don't use the measuring cups. I love eyeball the ingredients. So, but some people love using exact measurements. I don't do that. So it's like half of the cup of the coconut flour. Also, we don't add eggs since it's a vegan recipe. So instead of eggs, we're adding a little bit of fat, which will help the ingredients to stick together. And also we going to add a little bit of vegan butter. I think it should be fine. Let me have some ice cold water. All right, so the water goes here, and here we go. When the dough is cooking and mixing, you can add a little bit of some of the magic ingredients like unicorn sparkles or just a coconut sugar. I think it looks really good. And after we have a texture like a Play-Doh, we can take it out from the bowl. You can put it aside somewhere here and do it with your hands. You can also add some extra dough, flour to make it a little bit dry because we are going to shape it. I really love how it looks like actually. So not too bad as I expected, but and again, I didn't measure with the cups or other tools. I just eyeballed it, so you can do the same. Alright, so I'm gonna put this beautiful dough aside for 10 minutes. We're gonna put it in the fridge. So we can use the residuals of the coconut fat into pan. So we're going to put it on the stove, and we are going to add pumpkin slices first. So it's gonna saute for approximately 15 minutes, and then we're gonna add apples after. So our dough is ready. I'm gonna add some snow. Anyway, so it's been 15 minutes in the fridge, and I feel it has a perfect consistency. And it's time to put our intentions and make it into pie crust. So I'm gonna use a wooden stick from the mortar and pestle. So this is a crust. This is not just a dough. This is a vegan pie crust, so don't expect it to be completely soft and flexible since we don't have an eggs in our recipe. But we still can do some magic and make it look really good. And again, cooking is a process. It's all about patience. I think it's good enough. And we can use our grandma's old trick, how to transfer the dough into the shape. Just roll it. Don't worry about the other parts. We're gonna put them after. So, if you feel that the dough is a little bit wet, you can still add some flour here to reduce some moist. Again, as you feel. Cooking is a very intuitive and loving process. Alright, so the mixture is ready. I just burned my finger, but it's fine. If you burn some parts of your body, just chill. It's part of the process, part of the magic process. Fire was like a cleansing symbol for centuries, so I think it's something good that I just burned my fingers. Anyway, just be careful. But if it happens, it happens. It happens all the time. So here's the beautiful mixture we just made. I added some cinnamon for love, nutmeg for warm memories, and sugar for sweetness. And we're gonna put this mixture inside our pie crust. It smells so amazing. It smells like a sweet popcorn in the movie theaters, but actually it's like a pumpkin pie, right? But when you're eating it, it gives you a very interesting flavor because we use apples and brown sugar. So definitely we're gonna have something really interesting. Pumpkin is not soft enough, or apples, because we're gonna put it in the oven for 30 minutes and it's gonna be perfect. I feel it's gonna be perfect because I can tell already. Looks amazing. My house spirits are already so excited for this pie, I can tell. They're talking behind my back that they're gonna love it. And let's burn it in the oven. All right, so our pie is in the oven, and I feel this is such a perfect moment to fix you and my guest a drink. It's very easy to make. I usually use some vodka, some sparkling wine, and my favorite berries, blackberries. So we're gonna just put some couple in a shaker to give this juicy, bloody vibe into your drink. Let's couple this one in. Yeah, I feel like it's fine. Then we're gonna use some sugar. My favorite wooden stick, as I said. It's a multitasking tool. Everything you can like. I'm not a bartender, but you know, I'm doing my way. Alright, so now we're gonna add some vodka. Vodka is a beautiful spirit, and I love to use it almost in my every recipe. And we'll continue shaking. The blood is spilling, so don't stress about it. Fine. This is Halloween, so I feel a little bit of the blackberries spills around. Not going to kill us. Okay. Think about with who you want to share this drink. What do you want to talk about? What kind of conversation you want to talk with your beloved ones when you're going to share it? So, alrighty, you can garnish it with more pie crisps. Or you can also garnish it with eyeball, but I prefer blackberries. They're much better than eyeballs. But anyway, it's done. Alrighty, the pie is finally done. I feel such an amazing smell. Let's check it out. I highly recommend to use gloves, but you know, real witches can handle a hot dish themselves. And voila, the pie is done. Well, I think the guest is finally here.
Happy Halloween and unpleasant dreams.